And we're live. It is September 26th, guys. We are coming at you live from gorgeous Main Island.
Okay, I had a moment. The chat roll didn't
officially an honorary Cape Bretoner. Thank you to the Easterners. Let's see. Do we have attendees? Oh, yes.
I should have worn mine.
Is the chat roll working? Is the number one question. Yes, people are putting things in the chat. I do believe we are winning. So we've got the gorgeous Miss Leanne Romchek here. We've got the gorgeous Miss Amy Ting here. We got some stuff to share, folks. So you are in the right place. So guys, you know how this works. Tell us about your successes. Tell us about your victories. It's been a ton of buyers coming in, a ton of people hitting new milestones. So let's hear it.
We hit over 7,000 members in the Dream Team.
Let's talk about that. Oh my God, 7,000 people. Ay, how did that?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Boy, oh boy. Hector is in like Forest City. Where the heck is Forest City? Oh my God, we got, wait a minute. What was that? Who's from New Zealand?
Yeah, we've got New Zealand.
Joy's from New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand? It's
all over.
We got 12, 14. It's like 8 or 9 in the morning. I guess that's pretty good. Well, good morning, Joy.
We're branching out, and I talked to somebody in the Bahamas today and the Virgin Islands.
Wow. Chikako's in Japan. Oh, Chikako, your photos. Oh,
yeah.
Amazing.
And Jody Musgrove is 3A.
Yes.
The Muskrats.
The Muskrats 3A.
Yes, you have a nickname. You might not.
Yes. Carol Hannah, we saw that girl.
I saw. I think, did they get the wrong address or what happened there?
Wait a minute. Did you get my checks? Carol Hannah made $4,300 and $80. $43.40. Yes.
Well, if that doesn't take the sting out of your Facebook fiasco, I don't know what will.
Seriously. We got Yorkton, Saskatchewan. This is amazing. Ah, this is a very international mastermind. I love it. How many people are on here? This is a big one.
So, yeah,
120 so far. Good. And I love it, guys.
Excuse my yawns. It's my first day with no coffee. Yes.
Oh, gosh.
I know. I don't know why I'm doing it. I do know why I'm doing it, but
I'm married to a very healthy nutritionist.
Now I'm having a health issue, and I need to have no coffee for a while.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
No coffee, no alcohol.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Believe me, it does. It stings. It stings.
Dustin, what have you done to yourself, Darren? Day 14 of no coffee, Paula?
Wow.
Yeah, but Paula, you're crazy.
Yeah. I'm feeling the headaches. I'm really, like, I was fine.
Yeah.
Now I'm a mess.
Yeah. Can't even imagine.
Wow.
Brad is in New Mexico. Oh, yeah. New Mexico. Brad, I thought you said you were in Mexico. Good to see you back, Coach Foots.
Good Brad's back.
First mastermind for Brenda. Congratulations. Welcome, Brenda. Minnesota. Get it. Oh, that's Mendoza, Manitoba. I was like, we have a Minnesota in Canada. Sunny Okanagan. Hello, Brooke.
Labrador.
All right, guys. So, Lee, did you have anything you wanted to address tonight? Or are you just going to chime in on stuff? Or
I'm going to chime in on stuff. There is something that I wanted to share, but I haven't put it together. It's a visual. But I haven't put it together. But maybe if there's time, we'll see. I might touch on it, but
yeah. I mean, we can pop it in next week too. So guys, next week, Darren and I have to catch the ferry to go to Vancouver again.
Someone's doing the
mastermind. I don't know if they figured out who's doing the mastermind, but Leanne, I know you'll be on here anyway. So
and we can,
if you want to do your visual next week, you can do that
depending on our signal strength.
Yeah, we can't host it because if the signal shakes up, then that screws up everything. So Elizabeth Condone did a shopping spree. I love it, girl.
I heard.
Garrett and Shelley coming at us live from the beach, probably with margaritas in hand. I love your style. So Amy's going to come on and do a whole presentation for us tonight, guys, and that's going to take 3/4 of the mastermind. So I've got some really simple stuff that we're just going to fly through. I got a list of housekeeping stuff that I want to talk about. And then, Amy, I think what we'll do is we'll turn the floor over to you, and then we can have time for questions and stuff afterwards, too. Let's see, where should we start? Let's start with the magic. So at the last 6A meeting that we went to, Vice President of Sales pulls us aside. He's like, I'd like you to meet this chap. His name is Wotaro. Wotaro is...
No, wait, we got to tell the story properly.
Oh, the Vice President...
His name is
Gotaro introduced us to Wotaro. And we were like, wait a minute.
Stuck in some weird nursery rhyme. Actually, maybe I shouldn't be saying this on camera. Anyway.
So anyways, lovely man. And Wotaro has worked in, I think, 3 branch offices internationally. I think it was Indonesia, Japan, and there was another one somewhere. So he's got a lot of experience. And they, I think, are grooming him to take over a branch somewhere. Anyways, and so they said, if you guys need help, this is now the man you can reach out to. And so I had a talk with him, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. And I said, okay, the things that we need would be great if you could just start clarifying some policies, making sure that we're actually getting up to date on when there's new policies coming down the paper or new paperwork coming through the pipes, anything that we need to know about. Sometimes it's hard to get the information as up to date as possible from Enagic. And so he's going to help us out with that. So he did give me some information that I think is actually worth going over again. And as much as I can't believe I'm doing this, let's start the mastermind by talking about UConn. So he's clarified.
Which I just talked about for 2 hours.
Oh, good.
Some of you know that.
So here, directly from Enagic, is the official Coles Notes version of the UConn policy. And I'm going to read this because I want to make sure I say it exactly the same. One person can have 3 machine accounts, which we already knew, 3 active UConn Sigma accounts, which is interesting, I didn't know, and 3 UConn DDs per machine account. All right, now notice the wording on that. 3 machine accounts, 3 Sigma accounts, and 3 DDs per machine account. So if you're looking at protecting machines, you want to keep in mind how you're setting this up, all right? If you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, talk to your mentor. And I'm sure at some point we'll do a lot of masterminds about this in the future because we love talking about UConn. This should give you guys a good sense of how you're going to start stacking your accounts and making sure you're maximizing your commissions. Here's the other thing. You can only buy 1 UConn DD at a time. And UConn DD is the 4-month cycle, right? The monthly or the 4-month. And you can only buy 1 per term per machine account. So if I'm going to buy an UConn DD, I can't buy another UConn DD on that machine account for another 4 months.
Yeah. So, and I saw somebody posted in the Flock chat today about, it might have been in the coaches chat, it was one of the chats about someone ordering a trifecta with 2 UConn DDs and Medicard going to finance it. No,
not going to happen.
You can't do it. You have to order and get 1 and 1 Sigma.
Yep. And well, and that raises also a very important point, guys. You do not want to do the DD on Medicard because here's the thing. They're going to end up having to keep order that stuff anyway. So as soon as you saddle somebody with a Medicard on the DD, you're telling them that in month 5, they got to start paying.
They knew that. Yeah, they knew that. They wrote that in there. But I know. But yeah,
why?
I don't know why.
Bad.
Because I think they're just thinking. Yeah,
they're looking for the cheapest way in.
Yeah.
They're not going to realize, though, they're about to be saddled with 2 big payments, and that's going to screw them up in the long term. So whoever that was, if you don't understand this, come talk to me afterwards.
Can I clarify one thing?
Yep.
Or maybe 2. So UConn Sigma, so we can't even create, let's say, a trifecta of a machine, UConn Sigma, and UConn DD.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Yep.
Okay, Sigma and DD, okay.
But only 1 DD.
Do what?
Because you've only got the 1 DD.
1 DD. And so no more processing the orders like a couple days apart if it was going to, okay.
No. And here's the thing. Did this happen in the past? Yes. Does this actually jive with what I was just told at the last 6A meeting? No.
That's what I said earlier on Deborah's mastermind about UConn stuff changing at Enagic. It's changed how many times since we've been with Enagic?
Oh my goodness.
At least 20.
I don't even know. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But and the reason that I'm putting this out here
again. But right now this is the policy.
What I love about this chap is that he went, he looked it up, he clarified it, and he brought it back to me. That's worth its weight in gold. So hopefully it's correct. Hopefully it stays correct for a while. And more than anything, we just want to make sure that everybody's looking after themselves as much as possible and your new team members. So let's see. While we're on the topic of Enagic, let's also review the fact that we can never share checks, ever. Enagic has asked us to stop doing this again and again, and I know people are being really vigilant about it. So if you see anybody sharing a check post, let them know they can't do it. They must take that down. That's why we do bubble posts.
Bubble posts are fine, but no Enagic
because at the end of the day, this online business has multiple streams of income, and who's to say how much money is coming from what stream? And so you're protecting yourself, and you're accomplishing the same thing. Okay.
Not even in the Dream Team private group. Not even there.
They said no checks in there, but you can do bubble posts and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last thing about Enagic I'll say is I've created a new section. I think I called it Enagic product information or something on the member site. I'm going to start putting stuff in there. There's a video in there now on how to set up your Anespa. There's also a video in there on how to set up your K8. We'll start putting more stuff in there. And this is going to start developing more and more. Somebody came to me with those videos, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. But they were really good videos, and I didn't want to lose them. So that's why I created that section. But this is something that we always talk about that we need to consciously get on and start putting together more. So if somebody wants to help me with filtering that kind of content, then I could use some help with that, and that would be great. And then let's see, product testimonials. We need more product testimonials, please.
In the Dream Team group.
In the Dream Team group.
Not on your page.
Not on your
personal page. No product stuff on your pages. Remember that.
And Darren created a document, right, in the file section.
Yeah, for testimonials. But you could feel free, if you do post one there, post it in the main feed as well, just so that people see it in both places, because not everyone's going to go in the file section when they get added to the Dream Team, right? Especially new people, but they will scroll through that feed. Yep. So put it there as well.
Yeah. Well, Andrea Solly, who are you calling glitchy? No questions so far? Okay.
Do you have your phone off the Wi-Fi? I don't think it should be on our end.
I don't think I do, but I'll turn it off. Yeah. Let's see. And that's it for Enagic. So now while we're on the topic of the training site, let's talk about the training site. So also in the training is a new section all on LinkedIn advertising. It is officially all in there now, guys. Lizzie has put together, oh my God,
she did an amazing job.
I don't know how many steps. She has literally laid this out step by step by step with videos, PDF documents, and everything. Like, this is crazy amount of work she put into it. So folks, for those of you that are interested in doing this, it's all live now. So it's all available. And then the other thing is, deep breath. I'm opening up Infusionsoft to all of you again.
Wow.
This is a big step, guys. I've been working with the Infusionsoft guys behind the scenes trying to make sure it's more secure. And it's not ideal. I'll be completely honest. We're at the point now where it's as secure as it can be. And part of the way I've made it that way is that the access that you've got is through the mobile app. So you can put the mobile app on your phone or on your iPad or whatever, and you can log in there and look up any lead you want. Now, the reason that I'm using the mobile app is because it's slightly more secure than the other ones. And so nobody can go in there and nobody can export our lists and steal them from us. Nobody can go in there and delete tags or unsubscribe somebody or all the other horrible things.
Or just go in and mail all of our leads.
Yeah.
So, like if the wrong person got access and people can get in our training site, then they could get in there and email all our leads. So that's why, just so people should know why.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're doing it. I mean, we've just had a lot of people go to another platform that we have to be conscious of, but also, and here's the slap on the hand for whoever's doing this. Somebody, and I know it's more than one person, keeps adding people to Flock. And you can't do this. You should never do this. Don't ever add anybody to Flock. And as long as people keep trying to add people into the group, and these are people who haven't even bought in yet. They're just like, they're the buyers, the $99 buyer. Yeah. They're not a distributor yet. They're not going to go into Flock. And so Ellie's trying to work on the back end, trying to get them out of Flock. But we have to be mindful of the fact that we have to protect our privacy and our data. And so as long as we've got loose ends like that happening, I can't take off free reign. So here's the way this works. When you log into the app, you can look up anybody you want. Totally fair game. You can see all of the tags and everything in there. If you actually want to email your lead, you can actually click on email, because I know there's some of you that actually do want to do this after like 60 days. You like to email your person. If you click on email, it will actually email from your own address, your own email address from your phone instead of through the system. So you're not screwing up the back end either, because some people are trying to do that.
So if you have your business email on your phone, it's perfect.
Yeah, so it'll come directly from the same email address that they've gotten used to emailing from. So that should work really well for everybody. Now, for those of you who want more access more often, become a coach, because at 3A, you've got full access to the web platform as well. But here's the thing. The reason I think this will work really well for us is because obviously we know who the coaches are. Every single coach is vetted. We know who each other is, right? When you've got 2,000 people accessing Infusionsoft, I can't necessarily know who each and every person is.
And it's growing every day.
And it grows every day. So I think this might be a really good way for us to keep control over things, but also provide the access that everybody needs. Because at the end of the day, I know what you guys use Infusionsoft use it for most of the time is just to look up your lead, to make sure that it doesn't belong to somebody else or whatever. And you can do all of that.
Because heaven forbid you help anyone else's lead and then they do the same for you.
Yeah. So that should, and I think that should cross all the boxes off for everybody. So the password is in the member site already. Okay. So all you do is just download the app on your phone. It doesn't matter if it's a Google or an Android, it'll all work the same. Everything you need is there to get going with that. Okay. I think that's everything about the training site.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
Oh, yeah.
Workshop replay. So we've been testing this out, and a lot of people seem really scared about the idea of not having a buy now button on the workshop replay link. For a lot of people that have been using this, it's working really well though. So we've been trying to figure out how we can make everybody happy. So what we think we're going to do now is we're going to put the buy now button back on workshop replay. So for all of you who have shared that link,
you got to take it down.
Take it down now. And we're not going to, we'll put the button on the weekend so that all of you watching the replay right now, you got lots of time to hear this and get this message. Yeah. So we're going to,
and you have to take it down, because if you don't and somebody buys, it won't be tracked.
We won't know who it
we won't know
belongs
who
to.
Yeah.
So that's why. Now, what we can do though is we can, for those of you that this has been working really well, we can set up your thank you page with the replay right away
instead of the thank you video.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it on mine for sure, because I think it's brilliant.
And we've actually tested this out for a few people already. And no, you did. Yeah, great idea. You came up with the idea. I made it work magically. So we've been testing this with some people, and it's working really well. And here's why, guys. Because you want to get people while they're hot, right? You don't want them to. You don't want them to have time to go get distracted by another shiny object and go somewhere else and do something else. So when they register on your landing page and go directly to the replay with a buy now button below it, that literally sets them up so that, hey, we're going to email you a link to join our live webinar, but if you don't want to wait, watch this right here, and it's right below there. And if you watch that replay and you liked what you see, you can click here and join. Yeah. So it's a little bit more aggressive than what we've got now. And it also allows those of you who kind of want to play it safer and keep using workshop replay.
Like it. Type in there if you guys like it, because I want to see it. We want your feedback. We can't just make these.
I mean, all of this is all one big
We're always trying to think. You know what I mean? It's not like we have a lot of time to think, but in the little bit of time we do, I'm trying to think of, I want this to work for everyone, right? So we want it to be better, and I think it's amazing. Yeah. I think it'll get people while they're hot. It'll avoid people opting into multiple funnels, because they will watch the replay right away and join, rather than, they've opted in and then they don't go to the webinar and then they opt into someone else, right? So it'll cut down on that a bit. And what else? Oh, and the thank you videos are dumb.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody hates their thank you video. Let's
Everybody,
be real,
all
right?
the new people always hate doing it. It's the first video they have to do. Everyone struggles with it. I hate mine. I didn't even say one word in
And
mine.
everybody always has heart palpitations about creating this thing, and they make 20 different versions.
So how amazing to just get rid of the thank you video. It was stupid. I don't know why. The team we started on, they did thank you, but that's how it is. And we just brought that over when we came, and I never liked it.
Yeah, but here we are, 2.5 years later. I can honestly say the thank you video, pretty useless.
Yeah, it does nothing.
I don't even know how many people watch it.
Exactly, right? Yeah. And it's like we always tell people, don't even worry about your thank you video. You've already got them registered. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right? So it's time to start listening to our own advice and do something. And I think this is the natural progression of things. I think this is going to work really well.
Well, good. Everyone seems to love it. I don't see anyone hating the idea. So.
Yeah. So across the board, we're going to do that with everybody's funnels, or do we need to?
Well,
no, I don't think so, because
we can do it across. We're going to start doing it for new people. We're going to put it definitely on mine, and if you want it, then I guess
we're going to have to. So
we'll figure out how
we'll come up with a system to roll this out.
Yeah.
But generally, it seems like this has been well received, and it's testing well. So we'll come up with a way to roll this out smoothly, without making the back end blow up.
Everyone's like, I need it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's worth doing. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's
totally
doing.
Worth it. I think it's amazing. I think it'll convert.
And there's
so much faster.
Some stuff that I need to. It's time to tweak the funnels anyway. Yeah. So I think we can do this all at the same time.
Yeah. And I also think. I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry, Leanne, you go, and then maybe I'll think of it.
Okay, so that being said, that means kind of reverse engineer it, that in your ad or your copy, you can remind them that they also have the opportunity to watch the workshop immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. Or right away in your message you sent, like, say, even if it's not an ad, but if it's in the message you send them, like, here's my link, you can watch the replay right away after you sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. That's awesome. And the other thing, here's what I was thinking of. For those people who do want to share the webinar, I don't mind if the webinar is out there. So you can still share it, but don't share the workshop replay link. You just have to download it. And Lissy mentioned that software in the chat on the last mastermind. And there's a software where you can use to download it from Workshop Replay and then upload it to your own YouTube channel. And then you can share your own YouTube link. That's if you really want to share it.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah. If somebody wants to play around with it, put it this way, guys, you can get creative.
Yeah.
Right. So if you wanted it on your YouTube link, for sure, of course, then you're going to have your domain
there
under
for
there,
people
right?
to sign
so that
up.
People can click on that.
Yeah.
Have a call to action. Tell them what to do next, right? So just like your funnel does.
Yeah.
And I think it also bears repeating that in the email campaign that everybody's leads gets, that's like 42 days worth of emails. 90% of those emails all have the buy now link in the bottom. So they're registered on your domain. Otherwise, they wouldn't be getting the emails. And the buy now button is literally going to their inbox every single day. So there's a whole lot of kind of backup here and checks and balances that are in place.
Oh dear, we have a question I don't know the answer to.
What's that? You're the mastermind. My next step was to do the thank you video. So I shouldn't do it? Well, you know what, Holly, this is your initiation. I think you should do it. Put it this way. It depends on how fast you want your funnel up and running. If you want to get going through this sooner than later, go rip off a thank you video. It literally should only take you 5 minutes to make it. Don't overthink it. Yeah. Don't overanalyze it. Don't tell your whole life story. Just say, hi, my name is Holly Hunt. Welcome and thank you for registering. I'm super excited you're here. These are your next steps. I want you to add me to your contacts list so that you're going to get my emails. I want you to friend me or follow me on Facebook, and I want you to watch
the
replay below. Right? I know you're excited about the live event. Watch the replay below. Good enough. Hi guys, I have an issue with ExploreNet streaming live, and I'm missing most important mastermind. I don't even know what ExploreNet streaming live is, Monica. Sounds like an internet provider, maybe. So this is a good comment for everybody.
You'll be able to watch the replay. The replay. So if this live is fuzzy for you guys or not clear, the replay is because they're on YouTube. they always play clear. So just know that if it is, a real problem, you're only getting every second word.
The good rule of thumb for all of us is make sure that when you subscribe to an internet program, whoever your provider is, make sure that you've got an upload speed of at least 5 megabits per second, and download speed's less important, to be honest, but probably say 5 and 5, you'd probably be safe. 10 is probably better for download, and 10 will be more fun for your life and YouTube and stuff anyway. But for those of you that want to come on the mastermind, and this is a good thing that should be repeated, you need a good solid 5 megabits per second to get a decent quality coming up. That's why when you see the testimonials, sometimes it looks like people are like in a third world country, because the internet is literally like held together with Scotch tape. Like the McCallum, sometimes you'll notice before they upgraded, their log cabin was diffusing the signal all over their house, and that's why they were always so fuzzy. Now they've updated their system. They've got some new fiber optic thing in place, and it's crystal clear. So you need that strength of a signal. And Chrome is indeed best, yeah. As much as we hate to sign our life away to Google, it is the best. Yep, good. Okay. All right.
If you guys are asking about redoing the thank you video, why there's no point in redoing it now if we're gonna replace it with replays.
God, leave that thing where it is.
And trust me, mine is the worst thank you video in the world, and we've used the same one. You've already got the leads at that point, so who cares what you said on it?
Yeah,
you've literally already got them.
Because again, remember, they've registered by that point. Honestly, don't even worry about it, guys.
Don't even worry about it. And we will be, by the looks of this, we'll be just phasing it out for everybody. I think that's, because I'm sure this is going to work way, way better.
Yeah.
Because what does the thank you video do? Nothing. Right?
Yeah.
But the replay
tells them to watch the replay.
Yeah, exactly. So why not just go straight to the replay? The less steps we have, the better it is for conversions, right? We need to eliminate steps.
That's what it boils down to. The less steps, the better.
Yeah.
Okay. Amy, you want to hop on and take it away?
Okay, yeah. Okay. So I have a lot of members in my team asking me about the whole Facebook, the business manager and all that stuff, and asking me what algorithm is. And it's hard for me to explain to them. And I figure a way to do that by this. So I'll share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Cool. So what happened is I showed them this fishing strategy. So we are actually all going to fish. And by all means, like if you guys have already your ads working fine, you do your own trick, that's okay. Like this is just another way when I explain it to my team. And so first we're gonna go fishing. This is how I explain it. On your campaign, that's your boat. So there's two kinds of boat that we use. One is the engagement, one is the conversion. And engagement boat has a different capacity of getting different fish than conversion. Like as engagement, we get small fish that will convert later. We have to chat with them and tell them more info. With conversion, they will become leads almost right away. And then, so when we go fish, there's assets. So asset, that's our fishing pole. And we have different fishing pole that we get to use. And the more you pay, the more you fish you could get. So we suggest people who start with $5 budget, and 10 will be an average fishing pole, or $20 being a stronger and catch more fish. And then at last, there's the bait. That's your asset. And that's the only thing that you actually bring to fishing with yourself. And so it's easy that you have campaign, that's your boat, asset, that's your fishing pole, and then the ad is your bait. So then we're gonna go fish. And then there's a page that's a seasoning. So I'll talk about the page later. So this is when we go fishing. We rent the boat, we rent the fishing pole, and then we brought your bait to the pond or to a lake. And so the old way of we do campaign is 1-1-1, a campaign, an asset, and an ad. And so we wait 3 to 7 days to see if the fish actually like your bait and if the fish actually come. And this is also I'll draw it easily in this simple diagram. So a lot of people are asking me about the algorithm, and it's really hard to explain it. So in my mind, this is actually the picture that comes to me. This is your fishing pond. This is your boat, the circle. And then the star is that hook. And you have 2 baits. The 2 star here, like that's 1, 1, 3, that's Chris and Karen show us. So you might put your fishing pole here, whereas the fish is actually here. So you do have to wait 3 to 7 days for the fish to swim over. And the circle, the big circle here, that's your seasoning. So like when you go fish, you could put a little bit of like blood or chicken blood or something for the fish to know there's the food here. So, but then everyone's like, okay, do I have to wait for 3 to 7 days? That's a long way. And then they get nervous. They want to change everything. So this is a new way I'm showing you guys to do. So instead of to speed up the process. So now I am creating this 3x3. It's a 1, 3, 9 ad. What it looks like is this. So I create a campaign, an asset, an ad. And if this is a new ad, I will do ad 1, and I'll change an image or text, and then I'll change an image or text. So it's the same script, but different image. I use color to represent it. And then, so these are duplicates. And then I go in and I duplicate again. So now I have 1 campaign, 3 assets, and 9 ads. And all the ad image 1 is the same. But then we are putting $5 budget on each one. So I only run this for 24 hours or less, no more than 24 hours. What happened now is this. So you're actually putting your boat, your fishing pole to here, and then you have 3 different baits coming here. And then eventually you will know which one is the winner. And so you could do this on the first day. It's gonna be image 1, 2, 3, image 1, 2, 3 with the same exact asset. You could do this different asset for the first time you try out. Some people might know, oh, I wanna try coffee. I wanna try latte or like ice cream. I wanna try donut on these 3 different assets. So this is the first time you actually do your new ad. Or you could do this. Keep everything the same, and you still get different results on all these. And so like image 1 might have 5 link click, whereas image 1 here might have 20 link clicks. That would happen within an hour or 20, like in like 10 hours. Or you could do this. So it doesn't matter how you set it. The point is actually to put the fishing pole out there in a day, and you know right away where your fish are. And so you do it like 10 to 24 hours and no more, and kill the one that's not working. So you'll be like that. So now you got your winning pole and your winning bow and your winning asset. And then now set up everything. Like I want to show you how I set it up a little bit. So I need to stop sharing this, and I'll go back to that in a bit. And I'll share with you my page. Ads Manager. Can you guys see my Ads Manager? Because I cannot see. Because I'm
Yes.
okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so the way you set it up is I'll go here. I'll set up one quickly right now. So I'll create. So it doesn't matter if you are doing your conversion or engagement. Let's start over. So if say I conversion, and then I'll do this one, continue, and you give it name. I'm not gonna put this ad out, so I'm just gonna go but my internet is really slow. I don't know why. So and like this, everything else is in the training, so I'm not gonna go into that and change everything. And then so I'll go into ads. So say if I have oops. Sorry, my computer is so slow.
Sorry.
No, so say if I have also single image ad, and then I'll use a free stock image. If you like, people could use this. Like this is free, so I'll pick anyone. I'm not publishing this, but I'm just showing you. You want to set it up all at once and launch everything all at the same time. Oh, headline, test. So what happened is now I will actually close this and close save to draft. So say if you set up all the ads properly, not what I did, this is the last step you want to do. Sorry, it may take a few seconds. So close. So don't publish anything. Just come to ads and then click on this, duplicate. So you duplicate once, don't change anything. You could change the text or image or anything that you want to set up. But because I'm just showing you, I'm not going to change the image. So I'll duplicate again. So now you have 3 ads. It could be exact same ad or it could be different ads. So I'm just trying to show you guys to play with the algorithm a bit for the first day. And then on the asset, I will do the same, duplicate and 2 times. So I have 3, 1, 3, 9. So she have 3. And then with these 3, sorry. So with these 3, there will be 9 ads. See this 9? And then I'll actually just, after I set up everything, if I change the text on this ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, I'll change the text on the ad. After I change everything and set it up the way I want to, I will just hit this blue button, review and publish. So you publish everything at the same time. And for people, I actually just did this video target 2. This one, I set it up that everything is the same. So I think I put it out on September the 14th. I run it for 20 hours. And then, so if I go back to September 5th, sorry, I chose the wrong ad. So let me show you this one. So yeah, it's the right one. So see, I have 3 ads according to that. So these 3 are just exact same asset. And then when on that September 14 or September 15 update, you could check your results. How come it's not showing now? It was 17. Okay, I don't know why it's not loading. Oh no, it's the wrong ads. Okay, I think I have to close this and then redo it. Okay, let me show you this one. It's the same. I did the 3x3. See, it's the same 3 ads. In draft. No, it shouldn't be in draft. Oh, okay, here, video. Sorry. Because I just set up that new one I was using. So here. Oh, it's showing this. Oh, here. I set up this video. I have 9 copies. And then I actually got more impression on that same day on this lead compared to the other one. It's not showing. Hold on, let me delete this one. Hold on. I'm sorry, hold on. This one. Let's just delete. Delete. Okay, cool. Let me do this. Because I just want to show you guys that it's actually getting me different results on the same ad that I have. And this is the day I set it up. I don't know why it's not showing, but
Do lifetime up there, Amy. Click on lifetime where you just were at that drop down. Oh, now you're not sharing anymore.
oh yeah, hold on. But I'll close my ad
People
manager.
were asking about that in that chat roll though, but so I wanted to touch on that anyway, that when you duplicate an ad, even if everything is exactly the same, it could still have a different outcome because of the algorithm. So
Yes.
that's why it's good to test the same thing and then also split test with different pictures or different text or whatever you want to change, different headline, because that could affect the ad too. You don't know, right?
Yeah.
You don't know if it's a good ad or not. And you don't know, like, if you're really confident that's a good ad, it could be just the algorithm, which is why it's good to have 3 different versions of the exact same thing, and then see if one gets a better algorithm than the others, or sometimes all 3 will get a really good algorithm. Then you have 3 really good ads.
Yeah. And the point is to do the testing. So we could do a testing within an hour, not within a day. So instead of wasting like $5 on 7 days, we are doing only $5 in 1 day, and then we know right away where the fish are.
Yeah, I love that.
So, okay, let me see. Just check one more time because I did one ad that has exact same ads, and I just want to show people it's actually.
And you were saying your team used this and got buyers right away, right? Like
yeah.
So Amy, to be clear, so you did the 139, but for the 3 ads, you split the 3 ads across a $5 budget.
Yes.
So it was $15 a day, basically.
Yes. And then I'll show my screen share again.
I want to make sure everybody understood that it wasn't $45 5 times.
Yes, it's $15.
Right.
So can you see my ads manager again?
Yep.
So, okay, this is the same ad. And then the first day I run it, I got 9 copies of that ad. Some has 104 impression, whereas some has none, and some has 1. And that's just, and these are exact same copy, same text, same image, like same video. And that's what I got out of a day. So I right away know that the first one was working for me. So I kill everything else and leaving all the ad, the season, all the likes and all that onto the same ad. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you back to my presentation. So yeah, you wanna launch everything all at the same time. Don't launch one and then do another one second day or 2 hours later. You want to do it all at the same time. That's why I just show you that. So now you got your winning ad, yay! And then you have that one ad ID. And so instead of spending 5 times 7 per day, you are spending 5 times 3 or less, because some people actually go in and kill the ads that's not working within 10 hours. And if you don't get the result you want, just change your ad, like you know it right away. And you could check like your reach, your impression, your link clicks, and if you get leads, or if anyone type more info within that day, and if you don't get enough impression or you don't even get a link click, then I would say just change an ad. But I don't know, some people will wait another day, but for me, I'll just change an ad. So now, fish will, and then also this fish will swim. It's not gonna be at the same place every time. So sometimes you get like 10 leads, sometimes you get 1. That's okay. And if you are not okay with getting no lead within 2 days, just do another 1, 3, 9, because you're gonna be doing this again, and then find the fish. But then at this time, because you have that one ad ID, so that's what I would do. And also, because you have that ID, you do know that we could actually have this, because I'll say that again, because your ad now is getting into the people who will actually click on your ad. Say if you have a conversion campaign, the goal of conversion both is to get leads. So they will remember who actually click and become a lead for you. And that's all memory, like it's in the memory of that hook that you have, that bait. So now you could do a lifetime campaign instead of campaign that's $5 or $10 per day. Because on your, I'll share this screen. Hold on, I have to go back and forth. So I'll share the whole screen actually. So can you see my ads manager?
Yep.
So this is what it comes down, because all the data on your ad will actually store in at your account overview. So select your campaign. You'll remember like what time, like what kind, like what gender people actually click more and what time you will click more. So by putting down $5 per day, what the ad would do, it will spend evenly during the day for you. But if you actually create an ad with that ad ID, you are actually letting Facebook algorithm to do its magic. It will go to people who will most likely to click on your ad instead of spread your budget evenly, and you spend more money on say 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock instead of spending money middle of the night, like 2 in the morning or 4 in the morning when nobody actually see it. So this is what I would do after I got my winning ad. I would create a new campaign. So I create a whole new campaign. I create a whole new asset. The only difference is that on the setting, I would do a lifetime spend of, I don't know, $350 per month up to $500 per month, and calculate it down. It's roughly around $5 to $10 per day. And just let the algorithm to do its magic. It will spend the money on the time that it has on the memory. So you will actually spend the money on 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. instead of 2 in the morning. And that way it will save you money, and then you could kill the first one. Or you could do this, like with that same ID, but set everything into lifetime spend on your budget.
Amy, are you talking about using day parting?
No, this is just asset. When you set up on your, say that's video target, this is where I set it up.
Where you can actually set where to spend your budget on the time? See, I haven't even seen this.
No, you don't set up that way. You do this. Let me show you. That's it. Only difference is lifetime budget. You know how you set it, it's usually $5 per day.
Yeah.
And then you could choose on here, just set lifetime budget.
Right. But where you
nothing, you don't do anything
you're not
else.
Running your ads on, like below that, you're not running it on a schedule, right? You're running it all the time.
No, I don't run it on a schedule.
Like right there. Okay, that's what I want to make sure, because I've tested that before and it turned your ads on and off.
No, that's bad because
it was bad. It went through the approval, so I just want to make sure people are clear on that.
Yes, you only run ads all the time, and then I give a lifetime ad spend.
Perfect.
So that's the only difference on the asset. So after you, yes, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So after you like, if you want, you could do this again, because the algorithm always change. But you don't need to do this. You could just do like 111, because you already have that ID that already memorized all the things that like all the leads that will come. But don't do this within like 7 days. Do this after, say, you have 10 leads, or after you have run this campaign for 1 or 2 weeks. So it will remember what kind of people they like. So because of that, I don't really ask the team to season my ad for me, because I don't want my target to memorize people who's already in Dream Team and show people in the Dream Team over and over again.
Right.
And I only season it after, say, I don't know, 1 or 2 months that the ad is working. I just want someone to jump in and say yes or something like that. But no, ideally, I don't.
Amy, can you, if it's working, can you like keep it going then after that? That's what people are asking in the chat room. Like they want to know, does it just expire after it's spent that $350, or does it automatically go in the next month again?
You actually need to come back and then add the time again, or you could do a lifetime spend of 6 months.
Right.
If you have that, if you know this ad is working so well and you just wanna leave it, put it 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. But for me, I do it monthly. So every like on the 15th, I'll go in and then add, like, change the date again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's, I don't know if you can see the chat room, but everybody loves it.
I cannot see the chat room, sorry.
It's a great analogy, Amy.
Yeah, everybody really liked it.
It's very clever. Yeah.
So like this way, it's easier for me to explain the algorithm and like the campaign, ad, and asset. So for people who's new, I don't know, for me, I'm the image person. And it's hard for me to actually, yeah.
You're visual.
Yes, I'm like vision. So can you still see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about baits. This is so important too, because what happened to me, my mistake was actually got into the technical side too much, and I got shut down a few times. And then I realized the important part is your bait. So there's actually 3 kind of fish we wanna catch. Yay! So the small fish, that's your followers. The medium fish, that's your lead or buyer. And the big fish, that's your buyer and the trifecta. And this is you creating your magic recipe on your bait. Because the bowl you have to rent, with fishing pole you have to rent, but your bait is something that's your own, and that's something you're gonna win. So when you are cooking, okay, now I'm a mom, I cook for my kids all the time. So I know when I'm cooking for instant noodle, if I make an instant noodle, I'm gonna get small fish. They're going, oh, there's some food, I'm just nip on it, and I'm not gonna eat, or like it's just something there, right? And when I'm getting the fast food, well, I put something easy together, they're gonna be happy, but not like, oh my god, right? And then if I put out a 3-course meal, for sure I'm gonna get a big fish. And so so this is it, like instant noodle. Well, I try, but I do some, like, I'm too tired, so I'll just put out something anyways. So a lot of people was like, oh my god, Amy, I got a lot of leads, but they don't buy in. I got like 300, 500 leads, they don't buy in. Well, most likely they might have an instant noodle. And,
I love this.
Which is fine once in a while, for the record.
Yeah, but then sometimes they do buy in, because just like they just got lucky, because some people do love instant noodle. And then like Jenna, she was doing the spicy noodle contest, right? The people watching that. And then fast noodle, well, it's just another day. I'll just make something so you guys are full. And a 3-course meal, like that's where you want to put your time and effort in. Because when you're cooking for your kids, when you are cooking for parents, you put your heart in it, and you know exactly what they like. And I say this to my team all the time: the closer your ad is to your heart, the faster the buyer is gonna be on your way. So. And for this, if you have a 3-course meal, the cost per lead might be higher, but they buy in, they convert into buyers. If you have a fast food, it's reasonable lead, and you get buyers sometimes. If you have an instant noodle, you have lots of leads, you might have 1 or 2 or no buyers. But then you need to keep feeding them till they grow big and they could become a buyer. And so for the instant noodle, most likely it's from your likes campaign, engagement campaign, or page post. For your Facebook, because you and it's say if you see a really good ad, you copy and paste and you do it, and people buy in. Like I go to McDonald's all the time, right? People still buy, but it's not a 3-course meal. And on the 3-course meal, I try to put inspiration, intention, and action on my ad. And lastly, now you know your magic recipe. For me, it's inspiration, intention, and action. It might be different for many other people. And then so let's go talk about fishing strategy number 3 and the mystery fish. I'm sorry, I'm like into video games too much.
I love this. You're doing great.
Awesome.
So, okay, this is where we talk about page post and seasoning. So, you know, some people go fish and then you put some blood or crumbs of the chicken that you made into the water so fish actually come in. And with this lady, she actually did that. So people like fish will actually go to her because they smell the food, right? Whereas the guy on this other side, they don't season their page. And this is what happened. They might get a fish or 2, but it's harder. And the cost per lead will be actually higher. And you have a bigger chance of shutting down. So do season your page, but you don't want to season with chicken blood, but then you are feeding them weeds, seaweeds. Because it's just like, yeah, if your bait is a chicken, season chicken blood or something. If your bait is a chicken, but then you season with seaweed, they are not going to buy in. So just be consistent with your ad and your page. And the mystery fish number 1, yay, that's the shark. So you know how you get sharks to bite you? If you have a wound in your leg or something, you are bleeding, and that you are a bait, right? And then you are scared. You have that scary moment. So that's your bait and fear and crazy action. That's because you change your ad asset too much. You put your crazy word on ad, or you wave around your fishing pole too much. Either the ranger around the pond is gonna shut you down, or a shark will actually come to you and then grab your fishing pole, and you have to start over, rent another boat.
A Facebook shark?
Yes. So that's the mystery fish number 1. And then so it's bye-bye fishing boat. Woohoo! Winning formula of getting your account shut down.
We have a lot of fiddlers in this group.
Yes. And then the mystery fish number 2. That's the second fish. I love this fish. It's a fish. Actually, they morph into a flying fish. So this is what happened. When you don't even need a fishing pole to fish. You don't even need to pay for your ad to fish. Because you are giving so much value on your page, on your personal page especially, you are feeding them this yummy bait all the time, and the fish will actually morph into a fly fish and fly into your boat because they want more. And I see some people, I see some of those happening to some of our group member too. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I see I actually got 2 leads out of doing my page, just posting on my page all the time.
You're talking about your profile, right, Amy?
I'm talking about your business page and your personal page. I got leads from my business page by seasoning it a lot. Like I do it 3 times or 4 times a day now to put something informative or something fun, and then people were curious and buy in. And I think a lot of people do that, and that's your flying fish. That's the mystery fish, and they are happy because they watch you all the time. So, and then you don't even need a fishing pole; they'll just jump in, and you don't even need feed them bait anymore because you feed right here. You feed them so much, you just don't care. And then so your boat and fishing pole you have to rent. but your bait is what you make. And there's no wrong way of doing an ad that's 111. It's as good as 139. But what matters is how yummy is your bait. And then here, I'm with kids all the time, so I watched Peppa Pig. And on this, I want to play a little video because I want to be cartoony today. So
wait, is this a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't show YouTube on here. I've learned this the hard way.
Really? Okay.
Because they.
But what happened is that.
Know this Mastermind after. Just send us.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll shut down the YouTube account, and then I have to create a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Well, what happened is that the Peppa Pig, the daddy pig, they love to jump into muddy puddle. So what he say is become one with the puddle. And so let's become one with fishing. And that's the end of my presentation. Happy fishing, everyone.
I love it. Really, really, really cool. I love analogies like this with visuals. I absolutely love it. Very creative. Good job.
Awesome.
I love that.
Thank you.
I do. I really do. You put a lot of work into that. That looks like that was so easy for you.
I went through a lot of mistake when I do my ad account. And then when I was trying to help my team members, and somehow I just got this analogy, and it's easier for me to tell them.
Yeah, you're right. Everything you shared, I agree with 100%. I did get a little bit lost, and maybe I missed something. So I'm going to watch the replay. But when you were talking about the ID, so the ad account or the ad, not the ad account, the ad ID.
Yeah.
That obviously being your winning ad, and how you continue to use that one, or you duplicated that one. You didn't ever use an actual ID number anywhere, though, did you?
I do. Like, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me share my screen again. Sorry. Sorry. My background is in animation, so I have like language is my thing, not my thing, but image is. So everything become an image. So this is my ad, and then what I do whenever I start a new ad, I want to use that ad. I think this is in the training, and that's your ID. So Facebook with comment, this is your ID.
Right.
Yeah. So that ID has all the memories.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Of like the data, the people who actually like your ad. And then what kind of people who actually like your ad.
And can you transfer that ID to another ad account? Do you know?
I don't know. I never tried.
That's what somebody asked before if they could do, and I'm not sure either. That's why I didn't know if maybe.
I never tried, but if it works, let me know. I would love to do that.
I didn't know the answer either. But,
it's almost like it's almost like targeting lookalike audiences.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that.
But it's just like the ID, you already have all the memories of like who would like the ad. So I noticed after I put it into lifespan, my leads became higher. Like with the same amount I spend, like I have more leads than just regular $5 post. So
I was saying we got mixed answers in the chat room about transferring. You know, it might depend on the type of ad it is, because with an engagement ad, you can, because I've done it, but there's no link or anything. And I've used the same post on different ad accounts. But with a conversion ad, I bet you can't. Like if it's a dark post, I bet you can't. Maybe that's why there's different answers in there. That's my thinking, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean, it's fishing, so there's no wrong thing to do. If you don't like your bait, do another one.
I love this, Amy, because I always tell people in my coaching calls that
it's like fishing.
It's like fishing. Yeah. But I never talk about chicken blood, but this is very good.
Well, and you know what? I mean, this is the key. This is the only part that you guys have to, I don't ever want to say master, because no one can ever master fishing and advertising, but you know, getting as close as possible. That's all you guys have to worry about after you get your funnel set up. And we do, in the system does everything else. All you got to do is fish.
Yeah.
And I think you made a very, very good point. Fish don't stay in the same place. So just because they're here today and they love your bait, they love everything else that you're doing, that doesn't mean that somebody's not going to have something more interesting over there tomorrow.
Yeah.
They'll go over there tomorrow. That means you haven't done anything wrong. They've just left. And so you create another mix. You get another rod. You sprinkle some more chicken blood.
I think between this strategy, Amy, and the McCallum's ad strategy, I mean, that's pretty, you know, and for people that didn't watch that mastermind, just scroll back through the masterminds. It was,
I think we actually added the McCallum one to the training. So, and Amy, this was golden.
A lot of people want this one in the training.
Yeah, for sure. I think, I love how visual this was. And for all of the newbies coming through, I think it'll make it a little bit more tangible.
Yeah.
Easy to wrap their head around.
Yeah.
And I do hope to save some money for people too.
Yeah, because I mean, technically, what you're doing is you're testing fast.
Yeah.
Yes. As opposed to spreading it out, you know, a week or longer. You're testing fast, getting to the point, and then you know what I'm saying, which I think is a great strategy too. And these are things what you just showed are things that I don't think everybody, if they've never heard of this kind of a thing, they don't even possibly think to try to test fast, you know, as opposed, you know, which I get, everybody's following step by step. So I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. But that's the thing about the, you know, stuff, it changes, right? There's always going to be new strategies. There's always going to be new, this business is constantly evolving and changing. So don't ever get hung up on one way of doing things because there's always a better way.
Not a perfect way. There is no perfect way.
I love it.
Yep, me too.
Thank you.
So great. So entertaining. Made my night.
Yeah, thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For everybody asking, yes, we will add it to the training.
Yeah. And once again, if you've shared workshop replay, you got a couple days to take it down.
Yes.
Before the buy now button goes up on it. And if you sent it in a message, well, you can't take that back, unfortunately, but you'll have the message if you see the buyer, you know what I mean?
But,
at least as.
And if a couple come in without a buyer, we'll track them down.
We track them down. We reach out to them. So
Yeah.
buyers do come in now when they
happens every day.
It happens every day. And then they add Mike on Facebook, and then Mike messages them.
A whole conversation.
Yeah.
So I find out who they're married to and what email address they're using and how many Facebook accounts they have. And
we always track them down.
Yeah, for sure. Leanne, did you have anything else you wanted to add on to anything or stuff you want to go?
Dude, I can't top that. No, but I'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
I'm going to try to create a visual, but it's not going to. I mean, Amy's got me topped. So
the gauntlet is
it's not a long presentation either. It's just like a one, but it's going to be a little bit easier to explain.
Cool. I do know that a lot of people are starting to play around with Google AdWords, and so that's exciting. I know some people are getting some big results.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So if anybody out there feels like you want to share something about Google AdWords side, absolutely.
Come on,
guys, come on, let's do a presentation. I mean, I love the fact we got people stepping up and doing these things now, because that's the beauty of being part of a community. We've got so many people now that are getting huge results. Let's share the knowledge and let's spread the wealth.
The only one problem is Amy set that bar pretty high.
Yes, you did. I will say I'm testing Google AdWords as well right now.
Yeah.
So I will speak to that. I'll speak to my experience so far next week.
Cool.
By no means am I well versed at it at all, but I'm learning.
Yeah, it's all a progress. Step in the right direction. Amy, anything else you want to talk about?
No, if anyone still have questions, you could just message me and I'll try to get to you, because I do have kids, but I'll reply you. Amy, my main focus is still be with my kids, sorry. But then I'll reply you and then I'll make a video to show you.
Oh, thanks.
That question is
Loved it. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Kathy's got an interesting question. It'd be nice to have an interactive graphic for the commission chart structure.
Well, we are gonna, I just sent Mike one to redo too.
Yeah, if you have some ideas in terms of a visual, like something you want to add for like the Facebook group or something, let me know. That's I like the idea.
And if you want to take on the project, let us know.
Yes, yes, even better.
We'll help.
Nobody ever be afraid to step up. If you have an idea, even if you're brand new,
do it.
Look best ideas, because you guys just went through everything.
100%.
Yeah, and if you're brand new, you're seeing things from a totally
Fresh
different,
eyes.
fresh eyes, fresh perspective. We love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
okay. I don't see any new questions or anything coming up. I have an Infusionsoft, but I can't find my leads. Keep looking, Denise. How long does it take for the funnel team to put the AdWord pixel on the funnel? I don't know. David, if you give them a few, give them a couple days. If you haven't heard back from the funnel team, then always know you can just reach out again. I will say the biggest common issue that we have on the funnel team in terms of feedback is people sending messages from different emails. So once you've sent an email, reply back. Forward.
With the same email.
Keep it in the same chain. Keep it in the same string, because you have to understand we've got hundreds of people now. I mean, these guys are building like 200 funnels a month, so we need the same conversational follow through. And down the road, I'm actually going to moving us to a new platform, more of like an interactive kind of support chat box thing that'll keep the conversations together. But until that happens, until they've got that out of development, then keep it in one email string. Yeah. Everybody's saying thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy. All right, guys. Well, we'll wrap it up there. Absolutely valuable, no question tonight. So this was a great one. This is definitely a keeper. I will add it to the training, and I will add it to the replay section too. Amy, if you can send me the link to the YouTube video you were about to share before I cut you off, I'll include that with it too. Okay?
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Amy.
Good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.